Does poverty cause crime, aka socioeconomic factors causing crime? The idea of poverty causing crime is extremely mainstream. It is essentially taken for granted. In reality, this is just an example of correlation versus causation. Number 1, the welfare state in Western nations often prevents financial poverty entirely in both America and Europe. All across America, places such as public housing projects provide nearly free housing to many Americans or at least heavily subsidized rent. On top of this, direct welfare payments, such as SNAP, food stamps, or Medicaid subsidized healthcare, provide almost free living conditions to many people. In spite of this, places like public housing projects, where many live almost entirely free, paid for by the US federal government, are extremely high crime. Crime itself causes poverty and causes dead economic zones. This is the exact opposite outcome you would expect from a government safety net paying for most expenses. Looking at European countries with heavy social welfare states, such as Sweden, we can see these exact same factors play out. Many people in these countries receive free, socialized housing, healthcare, and education, or if it's not entirely free, it's heavily subsidized. According to the logic of poverty causes crime, we should expect that all these people have crime rates of 0%. Instead, we find that these people in Sweden have extremely high crime rates. Entire cities and areas of Sweden are now beholden to criminal gangs and violence. Number 2, specific groups like Asian Americans disprove this idea. Let's compare Asian Americans and European Americans by comparing poverty rates and crime rates. There are 20 million Asian Americans and 200 million European Americans. Both groups have a nearly identical poverty rate of about 10% living in poverty. Looking at crime stats, Asian Americans commit virtually zero crime in all crime categories. This means that Asian Americans have the exact same poverty rate but substantially less crime than European Americans. This proves that poverty does not directly cause crime. Number 3, all human beings, even as recently as the 1800s and 1900s, lived in absolute poverty conditions compared to the poorest Americans today. Poverty in an economic sense is standard of living, and yet the crime rate for ancient societies was not 100%. Number 4, this is an example of correlation versus causation. Crime is simply correlated to poverty, but poverty itself is not the causal factor of crime. Rather, the inverse relationship is true. Instead of poverty causing crime, crime itself causes the poverty. Only about 10% of Americans live in poverty. This means that poverty itself is actually somewhat uncommon. Most people are middle class. This is why economic policies which attempt to institute socialism for all basic human needs, such as food and housing, in an attempt to end crime, are pointless.